A group of farmers in central North Dakota say the government is grossly underpaying them for a pipeline project on their land. It would take Missouri River water to eastern North Dakota, but they say they're likely to suffer substantial losses and have hired a lawyer. Mikkel Pates takes a closer look in this week's Ag Week cover story.
This is a slap in the face to anybody. Think of $12,000. What do you get for $12,000? And then deal with this later.
Sykeston, North Dakota farmer Fred Richter started hearing about plans for a pipeline on his land about a decade ago, and construction began last year. The 167-mile pipeline is designed to move Missouri River water to the Cheyenne River and then the Red River to feed central and eastern North Dakota. He has several concerns about it, chiefly that the $1,300 per acre he's being offered for the use of a stretch of about 10 acres is far too little for the ongoing crop loss and other issues he'll suffer, even though project officials say it's not out of line for a public utility.
You can't get it back because that production's not going to come back, not over a pipeline of something.
The steel pipe is 6 feet in diameter, about as wide as a person is tall. It's laid in 50-foot long segments in a trench 13 to 20 feet deep. All of this is covered by a 150-foot wide easement. Landowners say compensation is far less than it would be for an oil pipeline.
We're getting paid 10 times less for a pipeline that's 10 times bigger.
Co-sponsors of the pipeline are the Garrison Diversion and the Lake Agassiz Water Authority. Some landowners, like Larry Rexine of Bowden, North Dakota, have banded together to hire a lawyer to improve contracts that would cover a couple dozen in the group, about 10% of the hundreds of landowners that may be involved overall.
The easement they signed us was so unprofessional and so ridiculous, a first grader wouldn't have signed that. We don't have to talk to you guys. We're going to use eminent domain. I said, this isn't right.
They're also concerned about damage to roads from the heavy construction truck traffic and worry that no one will take full or timely responsibility for repairs, even though the project officials say they will.
We can't even hardly get money to fix these up. If these roads get ruined, I want to know who's going to pay for them.
And they fear their families might be financially or legally responsible if the project is abandoned unfinished, as some Garrison Diversion projects in their backyard have been in the past. Managers describe this possibility as remote, even though at current funding levels it would take 37 years to complete. The legislature is considering options that could accelerate this to 10 or even 6 years.
What if that pipe has to come back up? Do you know what it'll cost to bring that pipe back up and do what they did to bury it? The same amount of money. I don't have that kind of money to put. It ain't got $12,000 is not going to work for that.
It's only a mile and a quarter, but that's my livelihood. You know, that's everything.
In Sykeston, North Dakota, this is Mikkel Pates for Ag Week.
The project recently notified landowners they'll be sued for eminent domain if they don't voluntarily sign easements by July 8th. You can read much more in the next Ag Week magazine or at agweek.com. Thanks for watching Ag Week TV on YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe. We put out new videos every Saturday.